and three. Okay.
Hi guys, my name is Pratik Joshi and welcome to yet another episode of Tales of Goa. Goans like to enjoy themselves and have a lovely time. So it is natural that we host the world's oldest party. So in today's episode, we are going to be speaking about one of Goa's most favorite festivals, that is the Goan Carnival. So let's find out. Carnival is an annual pagan festival that typically occurs before the onset of Lent and generally involves a public celebration of some kind. These public celebrations typically include street parties, parades, balls, or some other forms of entertainment. Carnival is made up of two Latin words, carne meaning flesh and vale meaning farewell. In earlier times, carnival feasting usually occurred before the onset of spring because it was the last chance common people had to eat well because there was usually a scarcity of food towards the end of winters. Hence, Carnival is a giant celebration in which rich food and drinks are consumed, which are supposed to be suppressed during the following period of fasting. During Lent, no parties or celebrations are held and people refrain from eating meat, dairy, fat and sugar. The origins of Carnival are not very clear. However, in ancient times, long before the emergence of Christianity, people whom we call pagans today had wild celebrations centered around the winter and spring seasons. These wild celebrations were the ones that people were reluctant to give up even after they became Christians. Carnival is celebrated in many different ways in many countries around the world. Some of the world's most famous carnival celebrations are held in Rio de Janeiro, Brazil, New Orleans, USA, Venice, Italy, and obviously Goa, India. The idea of carnival in Goa, though introduced by the Portuguese, is basically about a parade of floats, colorful costumes, and the lovely Samba Square with its music, dance, and food. The Goan Carnival may not match the finely orchestrated extravaganzas in Brazil, but it's impressive enough in its own way. The entire credit of the modern day carnival in Goa goes to Mr. Timoteo Fernandes, who revived the carnival in 1965 and spent 56 years in the Carnival Festival Committee. Way back in the 1960s, Timoteo was part of a small amateur group of musicians which only performed for fun. However, the then president of Club Nacional, Vasco Alvarez, encouraged the group for more performances and often invited them to play for parties at his residence. In an interesting incident one day, Timoteo came across a magazine called The Carnival of Rio de Janeiro. Hadn't he picked up the magazine to have a glance, Goa wouldn't have witnessed the carnival we so famously celebrate today. Taking a cue from what he had read in the magazine, it gave him an idea and inspiration to carry out a jolly festival in Goa. Timoteo decided to call their carnival King Momo's Fun for the Fat Saturday. In Christian beliefs, reflecting the practice of the last night of eating rich, fatty foods before the ritual fasting of the Lent season was referred to as Fat Tuesday, Mardi Gras. However, Timoteo decided to make a Fat Saturday, hence we normally see the carnival being celebrated on the weekend before Lent. Ultimately, Timoteo stood up as the first King Momo in an amusing venture. He invited friends and neighbors, hired a bullock cart from Mercedes and stood on it dressed as Fun King Momo. They then went parading down the street with music, dance and fun from the old Pato Bridge till the municipal garden in Panjim. A lot of people were left in awe and confusion on the sight that they had just witnessed, but once the tourism department and Vasco Alvarez understood the merry-making idea, they formed a committee. Immediately in the next year, 1966, the carnival was reorganized with more attractive features. Since then, the tradition of carnival became a specialty of Goa by constituting a committee with the help of the tourism department and the efforts by late Vasco Alvarez. Finally, in 1967, the government organized the first official carnival parade with Timoteo as the first King Momo. Another Goan who made Goa's carnival shine at the national stage is Mr. Francisco Martins. Known for his creative thinking and superb presence of mind, Francisco Martins or Funkit won the first place for the Best Republic Day float in 1981 in New Delhi. Ever since that, he has been at the forefront of revolutionizing the concept of carnival in Goa. Year by year, the carnival experienced new art and creativity and things started to get more polished. Club National started hosting its famous red and black dance on the last day of the carnival where young boys and girls would dance their hearts out. Now you must be thinking, what is a King Momo? King Momo is the king of the carnival. Traditionally, he rules over the city for the days of the carnival and gives everyone permission to eat, drink and be merry, or as we say in Kokni, kha, pi ani maja kar. King Momo, who is often given the key to the city, is said to be inspired by Momush from Greek mythology, a figure representing satire and mockery, two things that were essential to the original carnival. In Goa, applications are invited each year for men to be King Momo, and the finalist is chosen by the carnival committee. Traditionally, a tall, fat man is chosen to fulfill the role because the original King Momo was of that physical stature. So enough with the explanation, now let's move on to the fun stuff. So that is it in terms of this episode of Tales of Goa, guys. Thank you so much for watching this video till the very end. If you think I've left out any information regarding the carnival in this video, don't forget to mention that in the comment section below. I'll be seeing you for the next episode. So until then, be happy, stay safe, take care of your loved ones. Dev Bare Kuru.
Share, subscribe.